Welcome to In the Box Seat. I'm Ray Fewings, and there's been a lot happening in greyhound racing in South Australia this week. First of all, we've got the finalists for the Greyhound of the Year on March the 17th, and it's a star-studded field. We've got Dark Duo, we've got Calden Mayhem, Goosebumps, Satanic Cash, and Crazy Heart. So one of that quintet will be the Greyhound of the Year. Down at Strath on Sunday, new equal track record holder for the 319, Enid's Charm, which was a maiden. Remember, it ran the good races in that age classic here at Angle Park a couple of months ago. Well, it was produced first up after a spell by Bosko Stamenkovic and equalled the track record at 17.95. Our guest on In the Box Seat this week is Charlie Adcock, the busiest man in greyhound racing. In fact, he looks a bit like a greyhound. He's a bit tucked up and he doesn't carry any excess flesh. But he'll be joining us. He's the trainer of Stevie J and Our Win, and he'll be our guest on In the Box Seat this week. What's on around the nation? Well, at the Gardens, I've got the Newcastle Herald National Derby. That concludes on February the 1st. We've got the Forsyth National Futurity, finishes the same night. At Cannington, of course, we had the big heats of the Perth Cup and also the Galaxy there. That continues next Saturday night. And, of course, we've got the... as I mentioned, the Perth Cup, the Sky Channel Perth Cup is the big one there. At Gawler, we've had a couple of rounds now of the Ken Burton Jewellers three-way contest, and next Friday we'll have the final of that over 643 metres. It's been a very interesting race. Probably the weakness in it is that you can scratch out of the 643. You don't have to run in it, but of course you can't win the series if you do that. Now, don't forget Chase's Restaurant, facing the crowd. If you bob up on grsa.com.au's website, you could get dinner for two at our expense, just for being a customer at Chase's Restaurant. Now, the Honeys have done the tips for this week. Wednesday, race 5, number 4, Dakota Amigo from the Colin Symes kennel. He's now won 2 out of only 3 starts. Very promising greyhound. And of course, we've got heats of the produce, and he's well placed in that. And in race 8, number 1, Ella Allen, a speedster who was well boxed. Recent efforts suggest that it'll be right in it. 4 recent starts at the track and distance for 3 seconds. So a change of luck, certainly well deserved there for Ella Allen. And the girls on Thursday night, race 3, number 1, Persuading. Nicely drawn, been raining in a strong company, I should say, and drops back. Should really do well here. Can run 30 and 30 or better. And in race 9, they've gone for the very reliable stayer, Extreme Climate. Alan Francis is having a good run at the moment. He produced a first upper which won at Strath on Sunday, and the kennel is firing. Extreme Climate is probably, apart from the Stars, is the next best stayer in South Australia at the moment. The first 4s from the Honeys, event 3, 1832, and in race 9, 8637. The In the Box Seat tip for the week is race 5, number 2, Avron Bale on Thursday night. Nicely boxed here in the stripe and should be able to get on the rails, and did lead here 3 starts ago when winning. Now, my tips for the week: Wednesday, race 1, number 4, Arlo Bale in a very weak 600. He's always running on. This looks to be his big show, Arlo Bale. And in race 4, number 8, Hopes Up, an absolute certainty beaten at its only Angle Park run, and will make amends on Wednesday. On Thursday, race 2, number 7, Calden Anastasia. It is a newcomer for Troy Murray, created the big impression in winning at Gawler. And race 9, I've gone for number 8, Extreme Climate as well. Next up, we'll meet Charlie Adcock, the busiest man, as I mentioned, in greyhound racing in South Australia. Well, on In the Box Seat, Charlie Adcock is our guest this week. He's only recently taken out his trainer's licence, but he's really been involved in the game for a long time. Welcome to In the Box Seat, Charlie.
Yes, good evening, Ray.
Well, you're well known at Angle Park as a boxer, not a fighter, I mean, a man who puts the greyhounds in the boxes. Yes, that's right. And you're well known also as a catcher. Why have you decided to take out a trainer's licence?
Oh, I reckon if I want to have a go in memory of Mickey Eldridge, and he helped me in greyhounds when I first started, so I'd like to continue. So you thought you'd go the whole hog and train a couple yourself? Yes, I do, yes. So what have you got in work at the moment, Charlie? I've got Stevie J. Mm-hmm. I got him from Les Newton, and I've got a little blue dog, a bitch. Her name's Our Win. I got her from Melbourne, or my mate got her from Melbourne that lives with me. Right. So you've been in the game a long time, though, even though you've only just started training. How long? Since 1988.
And how did you get involved in greyhounds back then?
I was with a trainer called Mark Cross from Pascaville, and he got me involved with a dog called Sweet Victory, which I got for nothing, and then I just went on from there.
See, that brings back a few memories. Mark Cross, when I was a boy, back in 1960, was the man who had the pilot dogs, and he used to bring half a dozen or 10 to the track every Sunday, and they'd release them in front of the field and the other dogs would chase them. So that's how long Mark Cross was in the game, and he had a really good dog called Red Legs Review as well.
Yes, that's right, yes. I was involved when he had Red Legs Review.
Right, well, it was a very good dog and a very popular greyhound. Over the years, how many trainers have you helped out at the track?
Oh, I couldn't think how many. Maybe 40 or 50.
So how many dogs would you catch a night?
Oh, sometimes I catch a whole program.
Every race?
Every race.
Right. And what's the best dog you've ever caught, Charlie? You didn't catch Brett Lee, I don't suppose?
No. I caught one for Jay McNichol, True to Do.
Yeah, there's a mighty dog, yeah.
Yeah, I caught her in the semi-final of the Adelaide Cup, but I didn't catch her in the final, no.
And what's the best dog you've seen at Engle Park?
What?
Overall?
Today or?
Well, in the time that you've been involved?
Cape Soon and Quinton Bale.
Yeah, Cape Soon was a good dog, wasn't it? Graham Chenoweth, of course, had him. So what are your ambitions, Charlie? I can see you keep yourself pretty fit with the greyhounds. There wouldn't be an ounce of fat on you.
No, that's right. I do 10-pin bowling. I do 10-pin bowling in between the greyhounds, believe it or not.
Can you lift the ball?
Yes, I bowl over 14 pound.
14 pound, yes. Righto. Gee, and are you good?
Oh yes, I've got gold medals. I've got a record at Alice Springs for the Masters Games.
Really? So what's the best game you bowled?
243 twice in one night.
Well, so it wasn't a fluke. You did it twice just so
twice in one night. Right. Yes.
What are the tips for being a good bowler?
Just keep your arms straight and your shoulders straight, and you can have all the fun you want to.
So do you still bowl now?
Yes, I do. Mondays and Fridays.
And dogs, dogs as well.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well, you're a busy man.
Morning.
And Saturday morning. Well, you're a busy man, Charlie. Let's hope you win one. Stevie J, of course, named after the Geelong footballer.
That's right.
And he looks as though he might win one for you.
Yeah, but he's awkwardly drawn in box 3 tonight, and the field's pretty smart.
Well, we wish you luck. Thanks for being with us, Charlie. Charlie.
Can I just say one more thing? I'd like to thank Damien, who's my next door neighbour that takes me to the track and helps me out a lot, and Barry, my mate that lives with me. I can't do it, and Sean and Ken McCauley.
Well, it just shows how you've got a lot of friends, mate.
Yes,
yeah.
I have.
Good on you, Charlie. Thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you very much, Ray.
There he is, Charlie Adcock, our special guest on the program in the box seat. Don't forget, for all of your greyhound information, grsa.com.au, and of course hot dogs for breakfast between 8 and 9 every Wednesday morning with Rowan Way and myself. Good luck, everyone.